When most people think of PC gamers, they think of RGB lights, decrepit bedrooms, and either morbidly overweight or skinny enough to be a Sea of Thieves character. No in between. But a few years ago, these keyboard warriors fought in a war that tore countless vocal cords, exploded mining rigs, and shot one of the most valuable companies to the moon. Let's go back to 2020.
3080 is twice the performance of 2080.
Holy shit! It's huge!
The difference is this time it was sold out, I think, before it ever
Probably
went.
in seconds, honestly.
We'd have to say this is a botched launch.
Back before Nvidia was known for AI, they were mostly known for making computer parts called graphics cards. Every time they develop a new architecture, usually every couple of years, they release a bunch of them at once called a generation or series. Back in 2018, their current series was the 2000 series, their first cards that were capable at ray tracing, which can do this and this. Their flagship card was the RTX 2080 Ti, available at an eye-watering $1,200. Who'd pay that much money to play video games? But as a tech company, Nvidia always needs to progress, and their next lineup was the 3000 series. September 1st, 2020. Nvidia's YouTube channel goes live. GeForce RTX 30 series, official launch event. Jensen Huang is in his kitchen. Okay kids, strap up. This is the announcement of the year. Nvidia Reflex improves reaction time. DLSS 2.0, new architecture. This guy talks about broadcasting. Ray tracing, on some marbles. All new design. Okay Jensen, stop teasing us. Show us the graphics card, or I'm gonna fucking kill myself. There it is, RTX 3080. Twice the performance of the 2080, at the same price, $699. But that's not all. RTX 3070, faster than the $1,200 2080 Ti, at $499. My goodness, that's like a lot cheaper. But there's even more. RTX 3090? Can they even do that? Whoa, don't think about that. 24 gigabytes of VRAM, 8K gaming. The reaction is immense, and the pogs have never been pogged harder. A video is posted on the Nvidia YouTube channel. Doom Eternal, official RTX 3080 4K gameplay. Oh my goodness, the new card shows a bigger number. 2080 Ti owners on their knees at Walmart. Their card is thrashed at a fraction of the price. Of course, they thought, as a beep boop enthusiast, I must get the new flagship. So they took to eBay to recuperate the cost. They couldn't sell it at what they got it for. No one was going to buy it when its replacement was coming soon at $500. Launch day grew closer, and the media caught attention. One day before release, the reviews are out. Linus Tech Tips is brimming with excitement. The bar graphs have never been this barred before. Gamers Nexus didn't call it a waste of sand. How fast will the RTX 3080 sell out? Some people were hoping for at least a few hours. Those pessimistic guessed a few minutes. Well, how about instantly? Launch day rolls around, and all over the world, gamers went to the Nvidia website only to see that the card is out of stock. No problem, they thought. I'll just go to Newegg. Unavailable. Best Buy, sold out. Outraged, they took to the forums. It was never in stock, Herbrax212 said. Nvidia made 100 cards, and half of them went to reviews. I think Shocker 3800 summed it up pretty well. Availability was so bad it affected the rest of the market. On eBay, the previously sold $500 2080 Ti was shooting up in price. 3080s were being upsold at over $1,000, $1,500, $2,000. Some jokers thought they could get away with $80,000. Not even for the card, just for a pre-order, though I doubt anyone bought it. The scalpocalypse was in full force, but this was only the beginning. A second launch was about to hit the market. The 3090 was released a week later, and with an even higher starting price, the second-hand market was going wild. It wasn't uncommon to see them going for well over $4,000, more than a lot of used cars. Pretty soon, live streams started popping up with availability notifications. Discord bots and servers were created to alert people when the next batch of cards dropped. In the real world, electronic stores stood absolutely no chance. Like Discord mods at an all-you-can-eat buffet, customers fought over any GPU they could get. The people wanted answers.
Will the RX 3000 series be available before Christmas 2021?
Will high-end video cards ever sell for their MSRP, or is that just a pipe dream? I don't really have a good answer for that question. I hope it is very soon.
I'm feeling priced out of PC gaming, says Big Dragon. And I said it once, I'll say it again. I miss being able to buy a top-tier GPU for about $700 US.
Of course, companies weren't blind to the situation. If you know anything about supply and demand, it shouldn't be a surprise to you that the manufacturers themselves were cashing in on the shortage. Some companies like Zotac let you get in a line for a queue when new units arrived, and when it was your turn, you got 5 whole minutes to browse their website and check out. If you were lucky enough to find something in stock, be prepared to spend almost 3 times the original asking price. This left the obvious question: how did this all happen? Being launched during the pandemic meant that demand was unusually high. People couldn't go outside anymore, so what'd they do now? Aside from getting a vitamin D deficiency, it was a good time to dust off the old computer and boot up some games. Unfortunately for many, these games kinda ran like shit. Well, time to get a new computer. What about professionals? Can't come into the office? Not a problem. You can work from home.
But boss, I can't run the airflow simulation on this cow anymore without the office computers.
Alright, Jimmy, go buy an upgrade. But no goofing around on the clock. What's this? Ethereum? Yes, at the same time all this was a huge crypto boom. Bitcoin shot up to the moon and Wall Street bets was going balls to the walls. But how does one get these diamond hands, you may ask? Behold, RTX 3090. Strap a few of these bad boys together on a rig and you're printing out money faster than Venezuela's government. Probably should add a few more of these to the cart. Demand being so high was perfectly balanced with supply being a complete dumpster fire. The supply chain network was absolutely crippled, meaning if I was a factory, I couldn't receive the parts that I need to make the things I make. Even worse, I couldn't send anything that I make to the people that want them. At this point in the video, it's long overdue to mention that AMD exists. They've been doing their own thing, launching the RX 6000 series when Nvidia launched their 3000 series, and for the first time in years, they had products competing at the top. Unfortunately, every problem that I listed that affected Nvidia also affected AMD. For each performance level, they're a bit cheaper than the alternative, partly due to being much less well known, title of the video. But when something's marked up 200% compared to 250, it's gonna hurt either way. Around 9 months after release, cards like the RTX 3070 were finally seen on store pages. Yeah, they were nearly $1,400, but they were there if you really wanted them. But prices were slowly coming down. Very slowly. Very slowly. Scroll down to the comments of any video and the only thing people said was, don't buy. Holding off meant demand would be lower and prices would go down. It was simple logic, but some just could not resist. It took over a year and a half for prices to get back down to where they should be, about half a kidney and both of your testicles. Hoping to keep the train going at this point, Nvidia released the 3090 Ti at $2,000, really testing the limits of what people wanted. And people loved it. It was a war against the consumers, and the only winner was Jensen Huang himself, and the gamblers who caught on Nvidia stock. Fucking bastards. It was a good thing the dust settled before the next generation released, but that's a disaster for another time.